EA Sport. It's in the game. Wow, that's one of those plays that you call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth moves the chains in the game? No post office, we stamp the time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the store. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowd, the city is mine, you cannot hold that. One to go back. Need your black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top three, I'm not number one.
You mother telling me that you beat me to boys at school? Huh? Well, let me tell you something. Good job. You're doing exactly what Daddy's telling you to do, right? Be mean to boys. Anytime boys come up to you, just be mean. Keep doing what you're doing. Good job. You're not gonna get in trouble. Next house, in this house, you're never gonna get in trouble. As long as you're doing that, you're gonna get rewarded. You wanna go get some ice cream? What are you gonna say?
My daddy's crazy.
Anything else? Good job, princess. I love you. And another thing, if you're gonna keep being mean to boys at school, you're gonna get kicked out of this house, okay? I don't tolerate that kind of negative energy in my house. You better handle it. I got it.
We have 300 life points playing a Dark Magician deck against one of the most powerful decks in Master Duel. This is probably one of the most craziest games I've ever seen.
Surfshark, Black Friday from 81% off. Take this rockin' deal now.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy for we
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of in traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Corral on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Corral. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Corral. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Corral now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Corral looking to throw it. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Corral. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Corral. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in it as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here, as so many defensive coaches have told you and me. All gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Corral. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Corral with it on first down. And he's got it. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. To the air again with Corral. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once more, Gibson. Strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Allen, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Corral with it, first down here. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Corral. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Corral, this ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Corral on first down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To the air again. Here's Corral. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Andy Isabella, 53 yards. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jacobson got his man complete over the middle. It's Turner. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll try the left side with Gibson, and they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Corral will throw it. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On first down, Corral. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey. And he's got Rome. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is McCaffrey on the give. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Corral to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Corral. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Corral. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A give to Gibson running right. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Commanders are moving on as we say goodnight, everybody.
Nigga can't fucking glitch, bro. Can't fucking glitch, bro.
My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. Make the world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I want a sword, I want to walk through chorus. Go to war with you all, we can brawl, toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make the lady lose in a race. I make fire cool, they come back from the try again. I can suit up, and I'm smarting computers. I can outship them all the tuna, and that's without a school. So when the laws are made, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards full of life. Break the immortal down, raise the minds. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn on the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hop with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the stars way in the ocean. My life is the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late, it's ever my time and it's right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining light. I can make a nigga quick nervous. I can make the sun work wiser. I can make a wise I will see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shit, peaceful night, it's the